What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this Martín Zubimendi special video here on Anfield Agenda. Yes, we may have just finished up a 2.25 hour live stream, but we wanted to do a recap for those of you that don't want to have to go all the way through the 2 hour stream to find the very latest. So, over the next few minutes, I'm going to be giving you updates from Florian Plettenberg, Fabrizio Romano, and many other people who are reporting on Liverpool and Zubimendi. We'll also give you an update on which Liverpool youngster is signing a new deal and why one of the youngsters at the club won't be going out on loan in the near future. That and lots more over the next 8 to 10 minutes. But as always, we want to know your thoughts. So once you watch the video, feel free to let us know in the comment section. Drop a like if you've enjoyed it, and please do hit that subscribe button. As you can see, top left corner, we're closing in on 267,000 subscribers, and we really do appreciate every bit of your support. Right, let's get stuck into this because there is a lot to go through. I'm going to start off with a little bit of housekeeping, so some updates about players who are at the club and their immediate futures. So Luis Kumas is the young player that I mentioned a couple of moments ago that is signing a new deal at the club. Congratulations to Luis on that. He is going to go and join a championship side on loan for the season, which I think makes all kinds of sense. So well done to Luis Kumas on that one. Jadon Danns is the young player who I mentioned who won't be going out on loan in the near future because he is going to face about 2 months on the sidelines with that back injury. So Liverpool, of course, want to make sure that they get that right, and he's ready to go then for, well, maybe a move in January, or maybe he stays with the club for the season. But either way, Jadon Danns is going to be a couple of months on the sidelines before he is back available to play. So where are we at with Martín Zubimendi? Because that's what we want to know, right? Well, I'm going to leave you hanging just that little bit longer because one other consideration that we have to inform you guys about is Joe Gomez. There have been reports to suggest that if Aston Villa are able to sell Diego Carlos, that they are going to look to replace him with Joe Gomez. Now, I don't know if anything is going to come of this. I do know that Liverpool won't stand in Joe's way if he feels like it's a move he wants to make in his career. But I think most of you watching, and certainly myself, feel like Joe Gomez was very helpful to us in the last campaign and in many years. He's given us great service, and his versatility is something that any manager would like to have in their squad. So if we move him on, I certainly hope that there are replacements lined up. So let's start off with the Zubimendi situation and with Mr. Fabrizio Romano. He has said Zubimendi believes moving to Liverpool will be something really, really special for his career. He rejected moves to many other clubs, but believes Liverpool will be very special. Important to point out a couple of things here. There is a great tradition and history between Liverpool and Real Sociedad. Remember John Toshak, previously a manager over there. John Aldridge went over and played with Sociedad. And of course, Xavi Alonso, who was Martín Zubimendi's hero, well, he came the same route. He came from Sociedad into Liverpool and then went and won himself a Champions League. So you can understand why Martín Zubimendi is looking fondly at the idea of coming to play for a young, hungry Liverpool with a great midfield if he joins in as well. Imagine himself and Alexis McAllister in that double pivot. Maybe you've got then the likes of Dominic Szoboszlai or whomever your favourite other third person is to add into that midfield, whether it's the likes of Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott. It doesn't matter. For want of a better phrase, it would be a world-class midfield that will be the envy of many clubs around Europe. It isn't just Fabrizio Romano, though, who was putting the good news out there. Dave O.C. Kopp had an exclusive interview with a guy called Mikel Recalde, who covers Real Sociedad, and he said that he believes Martín Zubimendi will join Liverpool. The gentleman said that his opinion is that he is going to leave Real Sociedad despite the charm offensive. But you're still saying to yourself, Craig, I haven't heard Joyce, I haven't heard Ornstein. No, not yet, but you also haven't heard them going back on what they said yesterday. And if I can clarify on that a little bit, this is what David Ornstein had to say in his piece that he wrote for The Athletic. Real Sociedad expect midfielder Martín Zubimendi to agree a move to Liverpool, according to numerous people familiar with the Spanish situation, or the Spanish club situation. Now, the last bit on this came from Florian Plettenberg, who said Liverpool are pushing hard to sign Martín Zubimendi with talks ongoing. The 25-year-old midfielder is keen to join Liverpool with immediate effect. That line there is the one that stands out to me with immediate effect. His agency are one that have good communication with Liverpool, as they're also the agent of Xavi Alonso. On top of that, the agent here is the agent of Iriola as well, who of course Richard Hughes brought over to Bournemouth. So yes, there is a good relationship there. He goes on to say it's unclear whether Liverpool has to pay the 60 million release clause or whether free negotiations are possible. But all signs at this moment in time are very much pointing towards Martín Zubimendi having made that decision to come to Liverpool. Obviously, the club are going to have to work hard to try and keep him there from Sociedad's perspective. They can't make it look like they've just rolled over and allowed their homegrown player to depart. The release clause does give them somewhat of a get-out-of-jail-free card, but they've also put on the charm offensive to try and get him to stay. But it's hard to do that when Lenormand and Mikel Merino are likely to depart, one of them having already departed. It's really hard to say that you're building towards a future there. And he's entering into his prime now, Martín Zubimendi, 25 years of age. And I love hearing that he turned down a host of other clubs around Europe, but he truly believes that Liverpool is a special club with a special project and, of course, a special history. It isn't going to be the be-all and end-all of a transfer window, but it is a very, very good step in the right direction if and when we get this deal over the line. Of course, he's scheduled to play in a game for Real Sociedad in Germany tomorrow, so we'll keep an eye on what happens there. I think, though, all of these indications are letting us know that it is far more likely than not that Martín Zubimendi will end up becoming one of Liverpool's new signings this summer. I guess the question is, what number is he going to wear? Will he follow in the footsteps and maybe have number 14? I don't know. Also, want to give you guys the latest on some potential outgoings as well. Tyler Morton and Wataru Endo are both available for the right prices. What those prices are, well, they vary depending on who you believe, but Liverpool won't stand in the way if the right offers come in. Feyenoord have declared their interest in signing Liverpool centre-back Sepp van den Berg. Again, if anybody's willing to meet Liverpool's valuation of about €20 million or £17 million, then again that deal is entirely possible. And as of this moment, I haven't had any updates on Mamaradashvili, the goalkeeper from Valencia, who apparently Liverpool are looking to bring in as a long-term successor to Alisson Becker. The thought process is that he would come in, go out on loan for a season, and then Liverpool would evaluate down the line to see where they are at. That is pretty much it for now, my friends. Now, there won't be a video coming out in the morning. We decided to put this video out tonight instead because I can't see too much happening between now and the time we usually put these videos out. So we will be back with a news video tomorrow afternoon, maybe 3, 4, 5 o'clock. And then, of course, tomorrow night we will be right back here for the late night agenda, where we'll be going through all the day's latest and hopefully giving you even more indications, or maybe even a here we go for that move for Martín Zubimendi joining Arne Slot's Tricky Reds. Over to you guys now. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for another awesome stream earlier on today, and thank you for your continued support of the channel. Just remind me to, or it just remains for me to remind you, I should say, to check out the Anfield Agenda podcast. It is completely free to listen to. Search your favourite podcast app, whether it's Spotify, Acast, or Apple Podcasts, whatever it is, you will find Anfield Agenda on there. The latest podcasts have an interview with David Lynch. It's got myself and Jack Gill and me talking about Martín Zubimendi as well. We're going to try and upload 2 or 3 every week. And again, thank you for your support on that one as well. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, have a good evening. Bye-bye.